Kayla Harrison's name is well known in the judo world and beyond, not just for her incredible accomplishments, but also for her inspirational path. Harrison, a two-time Olympic gold medalist, has a story of determination, overcoming adversity, and pushing the limits of what is possible in sports. Kayla Harrison was born on July 2, 1990 in Middletown, Ohio, and her road to the peak of judo was anything but ordinary. Harrison developed a liking for judo after being introduced to it by her mother, a black belt, when she was 6 years old. Her talent was clear from the start, and she quickly rose to the top of local and national rankings. However, her road was filled with personal difficulties that could have jeopardized her promising future. Harrison's teenage years were marked by a traumatic encounter with sexual abuse by her then-coach Daniel Doyle. This difficult phase in her life could potentially sabotage her dreams and have consequences that last forever. Instead, Harrison displayed great courage by speaking out against her attacker, which resulted in his imprisonment. This bravery not only helped her restore her life, but also established a precedent in the sports community regarding the need to protect young athletes. Following this dark period, Harrison relocated to Boston to train with famous coach Jimmy Pedro, a four-time Olympian and two-time Olympic bronze winner. This decision was important in her career, providing her with the advice, support, and advanced training she needed to prosper. Using Pedro's mentorship, Harrison's potential began to fully blossom, and she set her sights on the ultimate prize in judo, an Olympic gold medal. The path to Olympic achievement is difficult and plagued with obstacles, but Harrison's unwavering spirit and tireless work ethic carried her forward. In 2010, she won the World Judo Championships in Tokyo, signaling her emergence on the global stage and positioning her as a strong candidate for the Olympics. Her biggest achievement came at the 2012 London Olympics when she won the gold medal in the 78-kilogram weight class. This victory was remarkable since it was the first time an American won an Olympic gold medal in judo. Harrison's victory was more than just a personal feat, it was a watershed moment for judo in the United States, motivating a new generation of judokas. She repeated her victory at the 2016 Rio Olympics, winning her second gold medal. This accomplishment cemented her legacy as one of the best judokas of all time. Harrison's domination on the mat was defined by her technical ability, physical strength, and mental toughness. Harrison's impact extends far beyond her athletic achievements. She has used her platform to advocate for victims of sexual abuse and to promote awareness about the issue. In 2013, she founded the Fearless Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting survivors of sexual abuse and providing educational programs to help prevent such abuse. Through her foundation, Harrison has become a vocal advocate for change, using her personal story to inspire and empower others. After reaching her goals in judo, Harrison sought new challenges and decided to pursue mixed martial arts. This transition was crucial since it forced her to adjust to an entirely other sport with its own set of abilities and responsibilities. Harrison joined the Professional Fighters League and made an immediate impression, demonstrating her judo skills while also honing her striking and grappling abilities. Harrison made her MMA debut at PFL 2 on June 21, 2018, against Brittany Elkin in the lightweight women's division, and due to her exceptional skills, she won via submission to an armbar in just the first round. What a perfect way to end a debut fight! We have to give her that. However, next up, Harrison was scheduled to fight Josette Cotton at PFL 6 on August 16, 2018. The fight ended after Harrison TKO'd Cotton in the third round. Her last fight of 2018 was against Marielle Charneski. However, despite winning the bout with a first-round TKO, it was observed that Harrison was not completely happy with her own performance. The spirit she had for MMA was unbelievable. She's won the first 3 fights of her career and critiqued herself. Next year, Kayla was planned to headline the first event of PFL's second season against the Russian fighter Svetlana Kotova on May 9, 2019. However, Kotova had backed off from the fight for unknown reasons, and now Harrison was left with an empty slot. But it wasn't long after Larissa Pacheco, a Brazilian fighter, replaced Kotova. However, Pacheco was beaten and Harrison won the fight by unanimous decision. On July 11, 2019, she competed against Morgan Fryer in the co-main event of PFL 4. Kayla won the battle in the first round via key lock submission. She then signed a new long-term extension of her contract with the Professional Fighters League. Harrison advanced to the playoffs by finishing second in the preliminary round. She was supposed to face Jenna Fabian, the third-ranked fighter at PFL 7 on October 11, 2019. However, Fabian had to withdraw from the fight, so Fabian was replaced by Bobby Joe DL. Kayla dominated the round and quickly won the bout via armbar in the first round. Harrison faced Larissa Pacheco in a rematch for the women's lightweight title at PFL 10 on December 31, 2019. Harrison won the 2019 Women's Lightweight Championship by unanimous decision after dominating every round with her superior grappling skills. Next year, with the 2020 PFL season canceled due to COVID-19, Harrison was given a contract exemption to join Invicta FC, where she made her featherweight debut against Courtney King at Invicta FC 43 on November 20, 2020. It was a bloody fight because of the many punches and elbows King got from Harrison on the ground. In the second round, Kayla won the fight by TKO. Harrison was then expected to fight at Titan FC. She was set to take on Josette Cotton in a rematch on December 17, 2020 at Titan FC 66. But the bout was canceled because Cotton was hospitalized the day before the fight due to an unsuccessful weight cut. Kayla faced Mariana Moraes on May 6, 2021 at PFL 3 to begin the 2021 season. After Kayla took Moraes down, she managed to get into mount and eventually got the ground and pound finish in the first round. Next, Kayla defeated Cindy Dandois on June 25, 2021 in PFL 6. She finished the match in the first round with an armbar. Afterward, Kayla faced Jenna Fabian in the women's lightweight semifinals on August 19, 2021 at PFL 8. She won the fight in the first round via TKO, also using ground and pound. Next up, Kayla faced Taylor Guardado in the women's lightweight tournament final on October 27, 2021 at PFL 10. She won the fight with an armbar in the second round. Next year, Harrison faces Marina Mokaktina on May 6, 2022 in PFL 3. She won the bout by unanimous decision. Harrison was set to face Julia Budd on July 1, 2022 at PFL 6. Budd, however, withdrew a week before the fight due to an injury and was replaced by Caitlin Young. Harrison won the fight after a referee stoppage at 2 minutes 35 seconds in the first round. However, after this, Harrison faced Martina Yendrova in the semifinals of the women's lightweight competition on August 20, 2022 at PFL 9. She also won this fight in the first round, this time by arm triangle choke. Harrison met Larissa Pacheco for the third time in the women's lightweight tournament final on November 25, 2022 at PFL 10. In an upset, she lost the fight by unanimous decision. After this, Harrison took a break from the sport and worked on her skills again. She returned and was scheduled to meet Julia Budd at PFL 10 on November 24, 2023. However, the match was canceled due to some contract issues with Budd, and she was replaced by Aspen Ladd. Harrison emerged victorious after a unanimous decision. Next, Dana White, the president of the UFC, announced the arrival of Harrison and her promotional debut, along with her bantamweight debut against former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion Holly Holm on April 13, 2024 at UFC 300. It was one of the most important fights of her career. Harrison shocked the world because she overpowered Holly Holm big time and ended the fight with a rear naked choke in the second round. Kayla Harrison, a two-time Olympic gold medalist and successful MMA fighter, is a true champion who has overcome adversity and pursued excellence. Her advocacy work with the Fearless Foundation has brought attention to survivors of sexual abuse, providing hope and support, and contributing to a broader cultural shift towards addressing and preventing abuse. Fun fact, Kayla Harrison also said that she wants to fight some men in the UFC because none of the females are willing to fight her. What a way to flex her power! In celebrating Kayla Harrison, we celebrate not only her victories on the mat, but also her resilience, courage, and the positive impact she continues to have on the world. That wraps up the video. If you enjoyed this video, please show us your support by liking our video and subscribing to our YouTube channel with the bell notifications on so you never miss another upload on our channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.